An old fellow called Tom was, like myself, a regular user of the library. I never knew his surname, but the librarians addressed him as Tom, and I often saw him reading the papers when I changed me books. He read the local paper, the national dailies, the weeklies, the Listener, the Spectator, and once I overheard one librarian telling another that Tom stayed with his sister, who put him out every morning and didn't let him back till tea time. The library was a place to keep warm and dry, yet Tom had perpetually damp sniff. The librarians other name for him, perhaps ironically referenced, was his reading material was the sniffer. Tom wore an overcoat that smelt like soup and dry like a collie wet dog. Strong though it was, the smell was fascinating to a boy. I used to fill my lungs with it and wonder what it would be like having Tom living in your house. He had a tangled beard, thick stiff hair sticking out as if permanent gale. He was the living kindness and likeness of another character in the library, Ever-Eating Johnson. Liver-Eating wasn't his original name, of course. Neither was Johnson. He was born John Garrison, but changed his name after deserting from the US Army during the Mexican War. He headed west and became a fur trapper, and married a woman in the Flatbed tribe. One winter, when he was away from the cabin, a crow hunting party turned up and murdered her. Johnson went on a vengeance trail, killing crows wherever he found them and eating their livers, which was a great insult because the crows believed that organ to be essential for lifeful enjoyment of the afterlife. Johnson was a legendary figure of the Wild West. He once survived most of winter on a severed leg of a crow he'd killed, but in his final days were an old folks' home in California where he lasted just 1 month. I found Liver-Eating Johnson in a book, whereas Tom was flesh and blood, but both inhabited the library and I could never think of one without remembering the other.